So, you are struggling to gain weight, you're a skinny guy, hard gainer, or whatever you want to call it. The thing is, I've been in the same place and today I am here to help you how to gain weight. First, let's see what the problem is. A lot of people say they are hard gainers, but in reality what being a hard gainer means is basically just your metabolism is crazy fast, or your appetite is low, or the combination of both. Most of the time these hard gainers say that they are doing absolutely everything they can to gain weight, but that is usually not true, and today I will tell you what you need to actually do to gain weight. These are basically the principles that I discovered over the years and that I adapted to gain weight, and right now I am 90 kilograms. 4 years ago, however, I was only 66 kilograms. And even though I am not as lean right now as I was back then, now I am way more muscular, and it would only take me a couple of months to do a cut and get shredded again. Now, the first thing that I think everyone can agree on is hard gainers need to bulk. They need to eat a lot of food. The first and I think most obvious way to progress is to track your food. Now, you don't need to track all the macros you're eating, just track your protein and your calories. These are the most important factors. A lot of people like to use a calculator to calculate out how much calories they need, but I think that's pretty much bullshit. What you should do instead is eat the amount of calories you are eating right now and just roughly eat that for a week. Measure your body weight every morning, and the next week you need to eat a bit more every single day. Now still though, keep in mind that you need to measure your body weight every single morning. After that, you can take an average of the measurements for every single week and compare the two. Were you gaining weight? If the answer is no, then just add 200 or 300 calories. If you gain weight, how much did you gain? If you gained somewhere around a pound, that's cool. If you gain less than that, maybe 100 calories extra would be good. And if you were gaining more, then you should probably subtract calories. Now, protein is very simple. On the other hand, you just need 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. This is the surefire way that will help you gain weight. But if you don't want to do that, I can still give you a couple of tips. First of all, if you're a teenager and you don't make your own food, or you often eat at your grandparents or whatever, one thing that you can do is just basically write stuff in that's already in the calculator, MyFitnessPal or Chronometer or whatever you're using. For example, if you're eating spaghetti at your grandma's, just write it in. Spaghetti, how many calories is it, and just measure it and put it into your calculator. This will obviously not be as accurate as tracking everything separately, but the thing is, it works. I did this for more than a year and it worked, and I could track my progress really well with this. If you don't even want to do this, however, basically one thing that you can do is just eat whatever you want, but still measure yourself every morning and take averages. After that, you can adjust your food intake, and if you weren't gaining anything or you weren't gaining enough, you can just eat more, maybe add an entire meal. Now, towards hitting your calorie intake, what I recommend is these few tips. First of all, eat at least 4 meals a day. This is very important. If you're training and you need a lot of calories to grow, chances are you won't be able to get enough calories through just 3 meals a day. Personally, I am eating 4,100 calories right now to bulk, and usually I eat around 5 meals a day. Now, these can be snacks, basically just nuts and an apple and stuff like that, but these can also be an entire meal, just like, for example, a second lunch. Something that in my opinion really helps: you can eat nuts, fatty cuts of meat, peanut butter. You can drink weight gaining shakes, which is basically just a shake that has a ton of calories. You can do this by yourself from your own ingredients, or you can use a mass gaining powder, but I think the first is a better choice in general. These are very good because you can just consume them very quickly, and also some people find it less filling than a regular meal. For example, when I was working in a restaurant and I needed to eat 4,000 plus calories, what I did was this. Every single day I had 4 meals. A breakfast and a dinner at home, and I would take 2 meals to my work. One of those meals that I would take to work was a gaining shake, and the other was a regular meal. At 10 a.m. if there were a lot of people and a lot of work to do, I would just chug my shake. And then later, when I had time, I ate my regular meal. However, if I had time at 10 a.m., I would eat my regular meal and then after that drink my shake. This is really good because even in a big rush, you can drink this shake in 1 minute. Another thing that I really like that has a lot of calories is a huge oatmeal. I think oatmeal is generally easy to consume large amounts of. One important thing though is still eat healthy food. This is the most important. Don't dirty bulk. Don't eat cheeseburgers every day. Your health is the most important thing, and especially when you're eating a shit ton of food, that's why you need to eat a lot of healthy food. Because if you're eating twice as much food as a normal person, but you're eating just basically complete junk, that's going to be really, really bad for you. That's all there is to know about gaining weight for hard gainers. However, there's still something else that not only messes with your growth, but also your entire life. So click here to know what it is and how to correct it.